Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 worth of £2 coins we're hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally looking to fill the book. We need 3 Commonwealth games, Northern Ireland, Wales and Scotland to add to the book, otherwise we're pretty much there. There are some spaces at the end for the other coins that were minted after the Great Fire of London. It's just the 2 Britannias and maybe the 2023 Definitives, but we don't know for sure whether that was or was not minted for circulation. But none of those have started turning up yet, so ideally those 3 and the book is done. So let's get into the bag and see if today's our lucky day. Right, into bag number 1. I'll show you what we're looking for. That's Technologies, the definitive design on £2 coins, the standard issue design. Some years are lower minted than others, just not low enough that I think they're worth keeping. Unfortunately, that's all we're getting in bag number 1, a case of the diddlies. Not what we want to see. We want to see lots of exciting, cool, commemorative coins. Well, there is a cool coin. It's not the most exciting one. Trevithick Steam Locomotive. It's a fairly common coin, although I'd caveat it by saying it's not the most common of the common ones. And when I say a common coin, what I mean is a coin with a high enough mintage that you should be able to come across them fairly often. Obviously, the lower the mintage, the less common a coin will be, but I appreciate that I look through lots more coins than others, but as I said, when I say it's a common coin, it's just a coin that's worth face value. So this one is it's not the rarest coin, but it's not the most common coin, and they are consistently selling for over face value on the secondary market. So Charles Darwin is a nice find nonetheless. Again, not the most exciting. It's not as exciting as finding a Commonwealth Games, but they are very, very scarce and rare. I think having done as many episodes as I have, I can't remember, we're knocking on to about 40 episodes, which is about 20 weeks worth of videos. So we are cracking on for half of a year and have only found 2 Commonwealth Games, sadly the same design both times. But that is just, I can't recall how many episodes I'm at any given point, so take that with a pinch of salt. Just check in the video title, that would say how many videos we've done for this book so far. Right, that is Brunel's Portrait, very common coin. One of 2 Brunel £2 coins. That's the other one is the Brunel's Achievements, the Archers at Paddington Station. Neither of which are rare, but even the most common coins you need to complete your collection, like this one, Charles Dickens. You'll see plenty of these out in circulation, but you still need one to complete your set. So there's always going to be a person who gets excited finding that Charles Dickens. If you've been unlucky, I've been unlucky with some common coins that you should see plenty of, and then not finding them for absolutely ages. Like on my 50p book at the moment. I mean, the Olympics are tricky ones to find, granted, and it's a big set, so to have hit all 29 of them does take a bit of time. Oh, there's DNA's Double Helix, another fairly common coin, but it's a very pretty design, that one, so I like seeing that one. Active Union, check for the rotation error, which this one doesn't have. That would be a very exciting coin to come across. Any rotation error on a commemorative, that would be an exciting coin. Rugby World Cup, again, one of the most common circulating commemorative £2 coins. But no, I was saying about the 50p's. Flopsy Bunny is still evading me after so many weeks. I would have expected to at least have seen one of them. It's an uncommon coin, but I would have thought it would have turned up by now, but who knows. Maybe the next time we do 50p's, which would be tomorrow. So I have my regular schedule. £2 are always followed by a 50p coin hunt, I think. I probably don't need to give that caveat of maybe then, but there's the odd occasion where something else might happen, but you know there'll be a well actually person in the comments if I have done that previously. Right, stop prattling on. Let's look at the edge inscriptions. You can tell if a coin is a commemorative coin by the edge inscription. If it says standing on the shoulders of giants, as the top 3 do, we know that'll be a definitive Technologies, but the one below, a stage, should be Shakespeare's Comedies. There we go. Always check your 2016 edge inscriptions, because it seems to have been a bad year for the Royal Mint, getting the wrong edge inscriptions on coins. There's also something here. For King and Country should be the Army Centenary, which this one is. So we always check the edge inscription, because again it's 2016, but check for the rotation error too. Sadly, that does not have the rotation error. It's a very, very common coin. And then we've got these wibbly wobbly lines, which is the DNA double helix. So we found 3 from an edge inscription hunt. My goodness. That's what we want to see. I think the rest are all just the definitive technologies. So that's all fine. But no, it's kind of fun being able to spot them by the edge inscriptions. You just, after you've looked at so many of the coins and checked their edge inscriptions, they do sink into the grey matter. If I can remember them, and I have a terrible memory than anyone can. Another Charles Dickens there, and another Army Centenary there. No rotation error, edge inscription reads correctly. So, one of these days we'll find a really exciting Army Centenary. If we keep checking for these weird and wacky errors and whatnot, one might turn up. By errors I mean like a real error, not just like, oh, the dots around the Queen's portrait are slightly misaligned, or on the more recent ones the lines around the Queen's portrait are misaligned, because they're very common to see happening. Right, another Brunel portrait. We'll pop him just there. And continue on. We've got plenty of bags still to go, so we found a couple of nice coins, but nothing extraordinary yet. But you never know. It only takes one find. It's like this one could be a really cool find. It is Lord Kitchener, which is a very common coin you'll find in circulation, but always check if you get one of these. On the obverse, the head side with the Queen on it, it should say £2 at the bottom. On this one it does. You should check this because there is the mule error, which is a rare and valuable error version of this coin where the wrong die has been used. You've got the reverse of the Lord Kitchener and the obverse of another coin. So that mismatching of the 2 dies when striking the coin has resulted in that mule error, and I'm only aware of about 5 or 6 of them that have been found. Obviously there could be plenty more because there could be people that have found them or bought them. I know someone who had bought 3 of them at one point. I know a friend of mine also has found one, and one was sold to the auction house, which is the sister company for the company I work for. So they're the only ones that I'm aware of. I'm sure there are more out there. Quite how many I don't know, but I wouldn't imagine there'd be a huge amount more, given that how many of us regularly hunt through bags of £2 coins and haven't come across one. So they're very limited in their numbers. Would make for a very nice, exciting find. I think that would be star find of the year if one turned up. I'm trying to think what would be better than a Lord Kitchener mule error. There's very few things. In fact, I think a Lord Kitchener mule error beats out a commemorative NIFC £2 coin, which would normally be a real star find. This one's in nice condition. It's another of the Shakespeare's tragedies. Check the edge inscription. What a piece of work is a man. Exactly how that coin should appear. We have found one with the edge inscription error though, which is why I'm always keen to check those ones on video. I will at the end of the video go through all of these coins looking for rotation errors, edge inscription errors, double die errors, because they would be very, very cool to come across. And we do every now and again come across one. Sometimes more often than others, but I would say we find at least one a month. Unless we're being really unlucky, which we were at the start of this year, but we have found a few more since then. But oh, that's a very nice find. The London Underground roundel, one of 2 coins to celebrate the London Underground. There's the train as well. This one is a little bit grubby. Not really showing how grubby this is on camera. Whoa, what's going on here? Don't change your prescription. That is my camera having a bit of a moment. Oh, it's doing it again. Oh dear. You see a bit of staining there. There's that same staining that's all across the coin, and the camera's not doing a very good job of showing that staining. Obviously, the prices I put up are based on good condition versions of the coins. It'd be no good me putting up a price for a coin that's got scuffed marks on it, because that's not going to help you, because you probably haven't found it with the same damage, scuffs, or toning, whatever. St Paul's Cathedral. This is the VE Day anniversary. That's the most common commemorative £2 coin out in circulation. But we do have counters. That's what the thing popping up just here is. We keep track of some of the common coins, some of the uncommon coins, and fake coins as well, which I finally made a counter for and have barely got to use because, again, I won't complain about not finding many fake coins, because we don't really want fake coins, because that is £2 wasted. Although I've spoken about it at length in other videos, that weirdly there are people that will pay more than £2 for a fake £2 coin, because they're kind of cool to have, aren't they? Right, another VE Day anniversary. We won't be writing home about that. Whoops. Tracking coins around. Should we try another edge hunt? We've got 3 bags to go. So on the anti-ultimate, because the penultimate is the one before the last. Right, standing, shoulders, standing, giant, standing, standing, on the shoulders, standing, standing. Oh, well, I think we totally whiffed on this edge inscription hunt. We were very generous in the first one, finding 3 commemoratives. So that balances out the edge inscription luck. Right, penultimate bag. You never know. We've found some amazing coins in the last few bags in the past. This could be a rotation error, which is not. It could be an edge inscription error, which is not. But no. You've got to believe. You've got to look for these weird and wacky things, because the only way they'll turn up is by looking for them. Another Brunel portrait. Oh, yeah, we did get them, didn't we? I want to keep them together. I know there are people in the comments who get very upset if I stack things wrong and start making 2 stacks of different coins, and the 50p's if I don't move my shields across at the end of the bag. I know there are people that absolutely drives wild, so I'll try my best not to. Anyway, last bag of the hunt. As usual, there are links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you want to come and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO Box address if you want to write into me, and a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel. That's the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. I'm just going to whiz through all these coins now and see if there's any errors I've missed throughout the hunt. Unfortunately, no exciting errors to be had out of this lot, but you've got to keep checking because you never know when one might crop up. We've got to keep looking for those, but there we go. That's the way the luck has fallen today. In terms of our star finds, I guess any of these 4, I probably have a bit of a bias towards the Olympic roundel? London Underground roundel. It's a very pretty design, you don't see it that often, but as usual, let me know in the comments what your star find, your favourite coin that has turned up in today's video has been. It's always interesting to see what coins you guys are liking and why that is. And all it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye.